Would you sleep in a hotel room where guests wake up to the sound of a little girl crying at exactly 3 a.m.? A girl who's been dead for more than 150 years. Tonight, we're stepping inside one of Ireland's most elegant hotels, the Shelbourne Hotel, in the heart of Dublin, a place of glamour, history, and something far darker behind its walls. This is the story of room 526 and the child who never checked out. Built in 1824, the Shelbourne Hotel has hosted presidents, poets, and movie stars. Its chandeliers glitter with history. But among its corridors lies a door the staff rarely speak about. Room 526. It looks like any other. Polished brass, soft carpet, white linen. But those who stayed there tell a story that turns elegance into dread. Some say once the lights go out, you'll hear the faint sound of a little girl sobbing from the corner of the room, or the distant splash of water from a bathtub that no one filled. To understand who this ghostly child might be, we need to go back to Dublin in 1846, a time when disease swept through the city, the year of the cholera epidemic. Hundreds died, and among them was a small girl named Mary Masters. Mary lived in one of the Georgian houses that once stood where the Shelbourne Hotel stands today. According to local lore, she was 7 years old, bright, playful, and inseparable from her mother. But when the sickness came, Mary's laughter vanished. She fell ill and never recovered. And when the family home was later torn down to make way for the new hotel, her spirit never left. The earliest reports of strange activity came from hotel guests in the 1960s. One night, a woman staying in room 526 woke to the feeling of small fingers brushing against her hand. When she turned on the light, no one was there. Another guest complained of hearing running water. The staff checked. The taps were dry, but the tub was full. And then came the psychic, Sybil Leek. She visited the hotel during a paranormal study and claimed to make contact with the spirit of a sad little girl named Mary. Mary told her she was searching for her mother and that she didn't understand why the people in her house had changed. Sybil described her as lonely, lost, and unaware she was dead. After that night, word spread, room 526 was haunted. Ask the Shelbourne staff, and most will smile politely, but a few might lower their voice. Housekeepers whisper about cold spots. One said she found all the pillows pulled to the floor, though she'd just made the bed minutes before. Security guards hear footsteps in empty hallways, and at least one guest, a businessman, left in the middle of the night, refusing to ever return. The hotel's management never confirms these stories publicly, but according to insiders, they keep a quiet log, a record of guest complaints about crying sounds, taps turning on, and strange smells of damp wood and soap coming from room 526. Even renovations haven't silenced Mary. Workers report their tools going missing, only to find them later arranged neatly, as if by a child trying to help. Skeptics argue it's all coincidence, old pipes, thin walls, the imagination of tired travelers. But here's the unsettling part. Dozens of people across decades have described the same voice. A young girl's whisper calling softly, "Mama." No one ever sees her, only hears her, always near the window or by the foot of the bed. As if she's still trapped in that room, reaching through time, searching for the mother she lost to the plague. Even now, guests post about it online. Reviews mention a presence, crying at night, and feeling watched. One traveler wrote, "It felt like someone was standing by the bed, just watching me breathe." Another claimed she saw the reflection of a child in the mirror behind her, but when she turned, there was no one. Paranormal investigators have visited, but every time they set up equipment, the electronics glitch, recordings distort, and batteries drain within minutes, as if something or someone doesn't want to be heard. Maybe Mary Masters was just a little girl who died too soon. Maybe the walls of room 526 are just echoing her last memories, a child's confusion, replayed forever. Or maybe she's still waiting. So the next time you visit Dublin and you check into a hotel as beautiful as the Shelbourne, ask yourself one question before you turn off the lights. What if you wake up to the sound of a child crying at your bedside and realize you've been given room 526?